Hello everyone, God is so good. You know what I realized today? So I was at the hairdresser, right? And she was giving me a haircut, and it was like a good 30 minutes, maybe an hour. Honestly, I wasn't really keeping track of time, but the woman that was cutting my hair, like a religious person, right? If they first saw her, they'd be like, wow, this woman, she had, two different colors on her hair. She had all these piercings, right? And like the religious part in an individual, they'd be like, oh, she's lukewarm, she does it, she's unchristian, she's this, she's that. But as I'm sitting there, she's cutting my hair, and there was some questionable things that took place during the conversation, but the Lord, He allowed me to see her the way that He sees her. And as she's just pouring out like all of her burdens, all of that heaviness that she carried throughout the years, I don't know if she's spoke like this to anybody else, but she was so vulnerable. And towards the end of the appointment, I looked at her with such love, like the way that Jesus sees her. He allowed me to see her in that way. Like, I don't see you with all these piercings, I don't see you with this color of hair. I see your heart. And sometimes we just allow, these type of judgments to get in our heads, and it makes it difficult to love an individual for who they are. Jesus says, come as you are, but He's not going to keep you the same. I was able to pray for her, and I gave her a hug, and I'm like, Lord, have your way in her life. Encounter her. If we could just love people despite of their flaws, despite of their mess, that's the true gospel. We can preach all we want, but it's our actions that will show. It's the fruit that we carry. So I just wanted to remind you that it's to remember to love. Love. That's the greatest thing you can do. God bless you all.